Hey guys, it's Mark from Apparel. Just going to show how we do up our gank sheets for DTF printing. So we'll go and we'll create a new artboard and we're going to go to centimeters. So we'll go 57 wide and we'll go 100 high. So we'll start with 57 by a meter. We need to be at 300 pixels, so 300 DPI, RGB, and a transparent background. So we'll start there. Now, what I like to do, just to help with designing so I can see what's going on, I normally just throw in a background and I'll go something like a bright color like that. And now we've got these images here that I'm going to start working with. So we'll start dragging a few in and making up the gang sheets. So we'll go in there and we can change the measurements up the top here or in centimeters. So I'm going to do this one 15 wide and we'll put it up in the top corner. And then we can just copy and paste as many as we need. So if we put a few of them here, we can then grab it here, and using the tabs up the top, this can help just line it up. You can center it and that. So over here, we're gonna just distribute vertically and we'll center them. So if you've got one file that's down there, for example, you can use this button here and it just makes it, just lines them up, just makes it easier later on when you want to cut them. So I'm just going to go through and add a few more images and I'll do a couple of sheets up and we'll come back to it. Once it's done, I'll go over how to order. So guys, over here, I just want to show something. This is another good tool. So what I've got 5 logos, same one spread over, and you can see over here, these two are touching each other, but we can see there's a gap that we could spread out, spread the logos over. So if we click, first I'm going to line them all up so they're all in line vertically. But if we click this button here, distribute horizontally, and you can see there it spaces out and gives a gap between each logo. Now, normally we would have at least, you know, a 5-10 mil gap between all the logos. Again, this is just for cutting, but it's up to you what you want to do, what you think works best. But we would recommend using 5 or 10 mil. So I'm going to keep going with this and we'll jump back to it and we'll go over it once I'm done. Okay, guys, now we'll see here we're towards the end of the sheet and I still want to add more logos. Now, with our system, you don't need to order exactly 1 meter long sheets. The minimum order is a meter, but you can order, for example, 1.5 meters or 2.8 meters, whatever your file ends up. That's what you can do. Now, the maximum file to upload is 4 meters, but if you do a 4 meter sheet and then you're left with where you need 30 or 40 centimeters in another file, that's fine. It's just the minimum order is 1 meter. So I'm going to click the crop tool and I'm going to drag the bottom down so we can make it longer. And now we'll just let that load up and there it is. So now we've gone a little bit longer. I'm going to add a few more logos and we'll see where these files end up, how long this sheet comes. Okay, guys, so I'm done here. I'm going to get rid of this background. And now what I'm going to do is just trim back any of the excess that's here. So I'll go image and trim. We'll just get rid of there. Okay, so now what we've ended up with is a file that's 56.17. Again, you can go up to 57 and it is 1.6 meters long. So I'm going to save that now. So I'm not going to just do a straight export because sometimes Photoshop can downscale the image and you can lose some of the resolution. So what I'm going to do is click Control Alt S. I'm going to save that onto my computer, and I'm just going to save this as a PNG file and in the print files, and test example 1. Okay, so that's saving now. I'm going to do another one quickly, and then we're going to show how to order them online. Again, I'm going to go a new artboard, and we've still got the same settings as previous, so we'll create that. And I'm just going to add some files, and we'll come back to that. Okay, so here's my second file that's saving now as a PNG, and you can see I've just got 6 logos on there, and that has come out to just over 1 meter, and it's only 50 centimeters wide. So because you can go up to that 57, you can add some logos down the side, but for this example, I'm just going to leave it like this.
Here are the 2 files we've done. You can see that's the first one, and that's the second one there.
Okay, now we're at the website. We'll click Order Transfers, and we'll drag over the files that we want to print, that we want to order. So I've dragged 2 of them over, and we'll just wait for them to load up. Okay, so we've got both our files here. We've got the example 1 and 2. Now, with that second one where we had the 6 logos, I'm going to want 3 copies of that. So now I've got 3 copies of that number 2 and 1 of number 1, and then we'll just click Add to Cart. Okay, so here is our total meters. On 1, it's meter 60. Number 2, the total with 3 sheets comes to 3.26. So we've got a total of 4.87 meters. And now we can choose whether we want to pick up from the warehouse here in Auburn or if we need it shipped out. And then from there, we just process, we just go to the checkout. And that's about it, guys. If you got any questions, please just give me a call. Thanks.